the oath. But maybe before we do that, confirm that the official record is on. Okay. So please go ahead to...
Fabio, if you can lift up your right hand, please. Are you a Christian or do you follow another denomination?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So if you can repeat after me, please. I, Fabio Subramanian.
Yes. I, Fabio Subramanian.
Solemnly. Solemnly.
I, Fabio Subramanian.
Solemnly.
Solemnly.
And sincerely affirm.
And sincerely affirm.
That the evidence.
That the evidence.
I shall give.
I shall give.
To this commission.
To this commission.
Shall be the truth.
Shall be the truth.
The whole truth.
The whole truth.
And nothing but the truth.
And nothing but the truth.
Thank you, Mr. Subramanian.
Thank you, Mr. Subramanian, and thank you to the Secretary for the Commission for that. Mr. Subramanian, you are appearing before the Commission virtually. So I have to confirm certain things in terms of the rules before we start. And we are primarily guided by Section 17 of the rules of the Montagne Posée Commission of Inquiry. And those rules require us to obtain certain confirmations from you before we start. So the first is, and I want you to just say yes or no, do you confirm that you are indeed Mr. Fabio Subramanian, who is appearing before us?
Yes.
Do you confirm that you are alone in the room and you are not receiving any advice from anyone concerning your testimony?
Yes.
Do you confirm that you are sitting in a private location?
Yes.
And do you confirm that in that location you are free from being interrupted?
Yes.
Thank you for those confirmations. Then I will remind you that you are under oath, so you are required to be truthful even when you confirm the things that I have asked you. And if you do not give truthful evidence concerning the things that I have asked you to confirm, it will be a criminal offense. You understand that, right?
Yes, yes.
Correct. Now, I will remind you of the rest of the other rules, which we remind other witnesses who have appeared before us in person. So first is that you are required to tell us only the truth concerning what happened on 5 and 6 December, but also concerning any other question that the commissioners will ask you. So what we want is the absolute truth. It is a criminal offense to intentionally withhold information from the commission or give the commission information that is misleading. Please answer all the questions that the commissioners are going to ask you and answer them to the best of your knowledge. Please conduct yourself with dignity and respect respect for the commissioners, respect for the process that we are undertaking here, but also respect for anyone that you will mention in your testimony. Your testimony is going to be broadcast, or rather it is actually being broadcast or televised during family time. So we remind you to refrain from using language or phrases that are vulgar, unless you want to give that as evidence of something that was said by someone. So you are allowed to say that if it is evidence that was said by someone. And in that case, you simply indicate to us that you want to express something that was said by someone, but it is vulgar, so that we can mute the broadcast, just that part of the broadcast, because we don't want you to distort your testimony. We want you to give it as it is. Then I'm going to ask everyone in the room here that please minimize movements or acting in any way that interrupt the proceedings or interrupt the witness as he is going to be giving his evidence. So now we are going to start taking your evidence, Mr. Subramanian, and we will take turns as commissioners to ask you questions. We are going to start with Commissioner Vidot, who is on my left, and then we will take it from there. So over to you, Commissioner Vidot.
Good afternoon, Mr. Subramanian.
Good afternoon,
Okay.
Commissioner.
Am I right in saying that you were an inmate of the Montagne Posée prison on the 5th and the 6th of December 2024?
Yes, I was.
And on the 5th and the 6th of December 2024, there was an incident that happened at the prison.
Yes.
And would I be right in saying that one of the triggers of the incident that happened was in regards to Stefan Mondo?
It's regard to Stefan Modo.
Yeah.
I don't really know,
Okay.
I don't really know if it's regard to Stefan Modo.
Okay.
Because I didn't hear anything to do with Stefan Modo.
Okay, thank you.
What
Okay.
I see, I didn't see Stefan Modo that day.
Okay. But at some point around in the hours of 3 p.m., there was a commotion that was happening in the guard room of the mill block.
Yes,
Okay.
correct.
And did you ever come down to see what was happening at the mill block?
Yes, I did. Only my brother, I think someone come up and I heard that there was some loud, cause in prison every day, when it's time for food and stuff like that, every day is the same. You hear loud noise and everything. So for me, it was like was a normal day. And someone, I think, came up and asked me and my brother to come down, come down to the guard room. But I didn't go inside the guard room.
Okay.
I stayed outside. Only my brother go inside.
But you went down.
I was down there.
Yeah. And when you went down, there were some inmates that were causing some commotions in that area.
Yes, there was about, when I come down, there was around, I can say, maybe 10 to 15 inmates.
Okay. Can you name some of the inmates that you saw at that area?
Zaid, Rio, yes, and because I was talking to Rio, can't remember what we was talking about. Oh, he was telling me about something about the articles that every month the prison authorities give us like toothbrush, soap, and stuff like that. Yes. He was telling me they're looking for the articles.
And if that's what they told you, then they would have told you that they needed Stefan Moder, who was the leader of that section, to be able to give them the articles.
I don't recall we go that far for him to tell me about Stefan. No.
Okay.
He was just telling me about his articles. He didn't say Stefan. He didn't mention Stefan.
Okay. Anybody during that time mentioned that they wanted Stefan out so that Stefan, who is their leader of that section, would distribute the articles to them?
Commissioner, that's the thing. I wasn't that long down. I came down because everyone at Montagne Posée will tell you, I'm someone who stay in my cell, and I only come out to the gym and to go and play volleyball. And most of the time I'm in my cell. I'm a personal person. I stay in my cell. Like, I don't talk much with inmates and things like that. No.
Okay.
I'm most of the time in my cell. So I come down, I see, because I don't like putting myself, especially at Montagne Posée, I don't like putting myself where there is commotion going on. Because if they only see my face, they're going to point finger and saying that Fabio and his brother was behind it. Okay. So as soon as I came down, I see what's going on. I tell my brother, I say, go inside. Just make sure these guys stay, because yes, when that person came up, I can't remember who, they say that they're holding the officers.
Okay. And
so this is the reason I came down.
Okay.
I tell my brother, I say, tell them not to release the officers and stop acting in a crazy manner that things can get worse if they continue that way.
And would I be right
in
saying...
So I go back to my cell after.
Okay. Would I be right in saying your brother is Dario Subramanian?
Dario Subramanian, yes.
Yeah. So Dario stayed back. You went upstairs.
Yes, I did. Yes,
and
he stayed down.
You are housed on the first floor, or the second floor of the.
On the second floor, yes, second floor.
Yeah. Dario stayed back, and at any point in time, did you hear that the commotion was amplifying?
He came up, Dario came back up on the second floor after I leave down. I can say maybe like 5 to 10 minutes after he came back up, and he tell me like things is heating up down there. That's all he says. As soon as he tell me things is heating up down there, I tell him, I said, you know how it's easily for things to be peeling on our back? I said, just stay inside the cell and doesn't move. Stay in your cell and doesn't move. Don't do anything. Don't go down there. Don't let the officers take care of whatever's going to happen.
Why did you think that whatever was happening would be pinned on you and your brother?
Because that's the way prison is. Somebody can just want to go on the island, on Kwechivi Island, for example. They can just come to the office and tell the officers that the Supermayans are beating us in prison, and we want to go on the island. Write the letter, approve, go to the island.
So why
It's easy. We like the escape boat there, the black ship there.
Why would other inmates be picking on you in the like coming and saying, okay, we want to go to the islands because the Supermanian brothers are beating them up?
It's because the way things was on TV.
What do you mean? What do you
was
mean?
on SBC.
What do you
They
mean?
make special programs about us, and all this was easy to be picked on, calling us names. Even the president, the ex-president, the way they was doing on SBC, so they design us in a certain kind of ways that people can easily pick on us, and whatever they're gonna say, people gonna believe. Because whatever they were saying, most of it wasn't true on TV anyway. So
are you suggesting that somehow you and your brothers were targets at the prison?
we was always a target. We was always a target.
And how would you describe your behavior at the prison, both you and your brother?
We stayed in our cell most of our time. We only come out to do sport. And if we don't have nothing to do, we stay in our cell.
Have you or your brother ever been disciplined for wrongdoings at the prison?
Never.
Okay. And by the year 2024, for how long had you been in the prison? That is December 2024.
24.
Okay. I'll tell you. One thing. You were remanded at a certain point. Before you had a case in court, but you were remanded.
Yes.
Where were you being remanded?
I was remanded at a police station for I think 3 weeks to a month like this at the police station.
Okay. You had a case. When were you when were you remanded? Which date or which month, if you remember?
November.
November.
I was remanded in November, starting November.
Yeah.
3rd of November, I think. 3rd of November or 5th of November, like this.
Which year? Which year?
2020. Now wait. Okay, take it like that. Last year was my 4th year. December last year was my 4th year in prison.
Okay.
Just past that. Yeah.
So you were kept
2025 was my 4th year in prison.
21. It would be 2021 then that you were. There was a case.
Yes.
Against you, and
yes.
Were you ever remanded at Montagne Posée prison?
Yes, I was.
For how long were you remanded at Montagne Posée prison? From which year that I mean?
Maybe the same. If November, maybe end of November, they send me to Montagne Posée to remand. Okay. Like in early December, like this.
And
I can't remember. Okay. Honestly, I can't remember.
Okay. All right. When you were remanded at Montagne Posée, you were placed separately, or you were placed together with people who had already been convicted?
Oh, they put me in an isolation cell for 2 years. I was in the isolation cell. I think what they call the baby unit, or I don't know, they just call it the baby unit, just behind the administration office. There's one cell there. You have the shower, a toilet, that's it.
So,
And they put me for over 2 years there. I was there.
so for 2 years, you were isolated from everyone.
Yes.
So you were alone. What about your brother?
My brother was where the baby unit is, just behind the female block. There's another place. I don't know what they call it. Because it was never interesting for me to know what's the name of this place.
So was that a separate cell?
Yes, he was there. He was like, if I come outside, there's another door behind the female prison. He was there, him.
Okay. So
with other inmates.
during the time that you were being
with Sheila, with a couple of foreigners was there. I remember some foreigners, yes.
okay. During that time, there were no complaints about any wrongdoing against you?
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay, let's go back to the incident now. So after your brother had come up and said things are heating up downstairs, so what did you and your brother decide to do?
When he come up, I tell him, because at his cell there is a window. At the prison there's only 2 windows. But his cell have a window. And he go up the window there, and he was sitting, because the window there was like kind of a concrete thing there you can sit on and watch down. And watch down what is happening at the prison. And you can see at the administration office, you can see the clinic, you can see at SIU, you can see actually down of the prison of what was happening. Okay. And me and he, we sit there, we was just watching everything.
Okay. But when he came back up, did he ever tell you that the guards, the prison guards had already been released or not?
Yes, when he came up, yes, definitely I asked him. I say, hey, how's things going on down there? He's telling me things is heating up. Radigon is leaving. He's leaving the prison now, and only the inmates are down there.
Okay, so you were upstairs, and your brother, you say, was observing what was happening outside from the window.
We was watching from the top.
So what did you observe?
Watching outside prison, not inside prison, outside prison.
Yeah. What did you observe? What did you observe?
I see some officers in long like t-shirt, long ones, like the dark color. I don't know if it's dark blue or black. I see Nepalese there was Nepalese was with AK-47 on the top of the hill, behind, not close to the prison, because how can I explain this to you? Up at the female prison, on the top there, on the hill, I see Nepali officers with AK-47, and I can see a lot of other officers, some in mask, some not in mask. Other officers like kind of coming down, but they didn't come straight down to the prison. They stayed at the administration, some of them, and some of them come down to SIU, in front of SIU.
Okay.
And me, actually, I was making a joke. I was making jokes because these guys, Because most of these guys that was down at the prison, they are the usual who make noise every day at prison. And I was telling my brother, I said, now things gonna change today. Police officers come, these officers come. I said, today maybe they're gonna get some whipping today. I was making jokes like this.
Okay. Did you notice any arms with the police officers who were approaching the prison?
And then, anyway, prison was...
No. The question was whether you noticed them with any arms.
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
The one in the black, no. In the blue, I think they're like, CU or something. I didn't see. First, in the daytime, when it was still light, the first attempt for them to come, I can see they have shield, they have
Recording
buttons.
stopped.
Go ahead.
They have button. Is the recording stop?
It's okay. Go ahead.
It's okay? Okay,
Yeah.
okay, sorry. I think something went on. Yes, I can see them with shield, with buttons, and prison officers have a weapon in their hands.
Okay.
Because I remember Samji, one officer, Samji, he was coming with one of these big you know, like this big non-lethal weapon.
Okay.
Yes, with big, yeah. He was coming and he accidentally, when he get to the gate coming inside, he accidentally the gun fire on the floor or on his leg or something like this. And I see him fall, and we was laughing at it. And me and my brother say, see, they don't have even enough training, and they holding guns.
Okay. Did you at that point
Yes.
notice any military officers?
No, there was no military officer early.
Okay.
Early on.
So
I didn't see.
Okay. So when the police officers and the prison guards were approaching the prison, what else did you notice?
Yes. And now I start smelling burning, like something burning. I don't know what exactly, because I never come down to see. I can smell something burning, and the smoke start coming up. That we have to put T-shirt on our mouth and nose.
Okay. But after you
Yes, and there was firing. When they was coming, they was firing, pam, 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 and even shooting up at us at the window with this tear gas gun.
Okay. Whilst they were approaching, were there any warnings asking inmates to give themselves up or to surrender?
No.
Okay. So
No.
you smelled the burn, and
Yes.
and then there were firings, and what else happened?
Yes.
What happened after that?
And at that time, I think they tried a first attempt. I think they couldn't get in to put down the fire. And then not long ago, they try again, and they get access to the front gate.
Okay.
And as soon as they get access to the front gate, they start pulling out. I can see from the top, I can see down. They start, I think there's a video on YouTube. When they're getting access. That video on YouTube shows that they're getting access with the front gate, and this is when they start beating up some guys down there, and handcuff and these guys have some heavy beating, some kicking, beating with stick in their heads, putting them handcuffed on the floor, put them on the floor, and stepping on them like animals. Yes.
Okay, so I'll be right then in saying that the fire was at the front gate?
Yes. Down at the guard room there. There's outside the guard room. Yes.
Oh, okay, and so they gain entry, and you note.
And only the fire was only at the front gate. There was no fire anywhere else other than the front gate.
No, there was no fire anywhere else. There was only there. Only there was fire. They, I can't remember if there was firemen who put down the fire at the same time when they was coming.
It's fine. I just wanted.
Fireman was also there.
Sorry.
That put down the fire, and while the fireman is putting down the fire and them also getting access, yes, that was the only place that had
that's
fire.
You have answered my question. That's fine.
At that time.
Okay. So once they gain entry, you said you saw people being brought out. They were handcuffed.
Yes.
And they were being beaten.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So, but you still stayed upstairs in your section.
Yes.
Okay. Were there any other inmates trying to?
And there was some.
One minute, please. Were there any other inmates trying to climb upstairs to your section? Or?
At the time, no. At that time, no.
Okay. So, at some point, there were inmates that means at some point there were inmates that ran upstairs to your section.
Maybe some ran upstairs, but I was in my cell. I wasn't even on the floor for me to see. For me to say they didn't come upstairs but I think maybe some come up.
Okay. Then I have another question for you then. So how did you see that the only fire was at the front gate when you were inside your cell?
Because, anyway, I didn't see, but the way the smoke was coming, because it's like we was on top by the window, and the smoke was coming from the front of prison, not at the back of prison.
Okay. No,
it was coming at the front.
Okay, you've answered my question.
Okay.
Back to you, just.
Okay. So that was what was happening at that moment, and did the situation deteriorate at any point in time?
When the officers take control of the ground floor, things at prison was already quiet. Because the police officers, the one in the black, they was, I think the Anacombra team, because I've seen them on TV doing training in these kind of clothes. There was already control in prison.
Okay, everything was
quiet.
quiet.
It was already, the ground floor was for the officers. There was no inmates down there, because they already take over the prison, and things was quiet for hours.
But you can't say that.
For hours,
one minute.
Was quiet.
You can't say that there were no inmates down because you were not downstairs.
I didn't see. Yes, I didn't see. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. For a while, you say everything was quiet.
Yes.
At what time did the situation become more serious? Or what happened that caused the situation to become more serious?
And then after a couple of hours, this is when I start seeing some army officers coming to the prison. I'm talking maybe another 3 to 3.5 hours like that, or 2.5 hours maybe, like that. Now the army officer come. And when I see the army officers come at the administration office, I know things was gonna be a little bit more serious now.
Okay.
And me, honestly, I was feeling scared, because I know they was coming also for me.
How did you know that?
Because Seychelles is small.
No,
When
okay, Seychelles is small, but we want to
some,
know how they knew that, how you knew that.
because I was told a couple of months ago.
By whom?
I was told with a friend actually, and this is why I make my lawyer when I got the information that I was gonna be a target, and they trying to find a way to shoot me. And this is when I make my lawyer write a letter, and I'm gonna submit the letter with the commission. Write them a letter, write CP, write the minister, for me to have a sit down with them and to explain to them what I've heard. And yes.
And may I ask who was your lawyer at that time?
Madam Amsbury.
Okay.
She's the one who write the letter.
Okay. And the person you heard, whatever was told to you, the person who told you
Yes.
that, was it an inmate or somebody from outside?
No, somebody from outside.
Okay. And
Somebody from outside.
how did that person from outside communicate that to
And
you?
it's somebody in the force.
Pardon?
Somebody in the force. Somebody in the force.
Somebody in the force?
As I came down to the court,
Somebody in the force?
somebody in the force, Seychelles forces.
Seychelles for the military, the police?
Yes, military. Yes.
Military.
Yes, the military. Somebody in the military see me, and he know me. He see me at the court. He find his way to come close to me and tell me to be careful, because the big boss is trying to put you down.
Okay.
That's the exact word.
Okay. Will you be willing on camera to tell us who that military personnel was?
No, I will not, because he's still in the force, and no, because he's gonna look unprofessional in his job. If I mention his name, he might be in.
Okay.
He might be in trouble.
Tell me something. When you were upstairs and there were prison guards and the police trying to get in, did you notice? Is it Corporal Tony Joe? Corporal Tony Joe or Inspector Ivan Nicola amongst them?
Upstairs.
No, when they were still
Upstairs, I did see Tony.
No, when they were still
Sorry?
downstairs. When they were still downstairs trying to enter the prison.
Yes, I did see them. I see them outside. Yes,
Okay. So
I did see them.
so now
I did see. Okay.
So now the military is approaching the prison as well, and you are fearful for yourself, the safety of yourself. So what did you proceed to do, or what happened?
There was different groups of military, I can tell you that.
You mean
The first group that came, they when they arrive, they've done some attempt, because like I said, the ground floor was already for the officers. So there was no struggling for them to come inside the prison, so they can just walk inside the prison. But I think coming up now in the stairs, when they was coming up, they was firing. Because I remember exactly the firing, because where my cell is, I was a bit scared about, because I know there's a massive crack on the prison. And where our cell was, it's near the crack. But they was firing, throwing, I think, some grenades and stuff. Like there was some boom, 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 pop, 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 boom, 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 goes like that. And this is when it start making the inmates start going crazy now.
In what
Inmates
sense?
start going crazy at the prison, and they start blocking the stairs for them not to be able to come up. And now, me, with my own eye, I see a lot of inmates running up on the second floor.
Okay.
And the second floor was packed of people.
Okay. At any point in time,
Yes.
the military, the police, and the prison guard managed to penetrate up to the floor where you were on?
Yeah, okay, yes.
Yes? Okay. And so when the military, the police, and the guards penetrated the second floor up to the third floor, what happened? Okay.
Did I read it?
Okay. Okay.
Hold.
So you can just give him a moment, and
Are you ready to
switch off that?
do you need
part.
do you need some time?
Yes, please. Yes, please.
Okay.
Yes, please.
Okay.
Whenever you're ready, just tell us that you're ready.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Okay. So maybe what we can do also is we can, okay, Mr. Subramania, you are still very audible. So maybe we will take a 5-minute break.
Okay.
If you want to go to.
So we take a 5 minutes break and then we'll get back to you, Mr. Subramanian. Is that all right?
Yeah, he's muted, so he's
Okay.
can hear it. Okay, let's take a 5-minute break. And then
Okay.